Good evening. Welcome to the first of many weekly roundup mental health news from the M Word. Today is Sunday, the 22nd of November, and my name is Lavinia. Here are the headlines of this week's roundup of news. Students feel vulnerable. COVID-19 has put a strain on mental health for them. Thousands of children seeking help from Childline over mental health, body image, gender and sexuality. Mental health support for veterans. A Catterick soldier takes on a daily cycling challenge to raise money for a mental health charity. And the North East Talent Show to host online fundraising for mental health charity. Fife student does another 94-mile run to raise awareness for a men's mental health charity. Weston Club release a 2021 calendar in aid of mental health. And finally, a Wrexham graduate uses artistic gifts to help a mental health charity. Students need more support from their universities more than ever before as they grapple with online learning and self-isolation. From self-isolation with flatmates they barely know and halls of residence emptying out of lockdown, to struggles to get to the Wi-Fi to work for Zoom lectures, the start to the 2020 term has been riddled with uncertainty for most university students. It's perhaps unsurprising that students across campuses have been grappling with loneliness, anxiety and depression as a result of their experiences. Kate Lister is a lecturer in educational studies and mental health lead at the Open University, agreed that fostering a sense of belonging is key to assuring good mental health amongst students. She noted that in a recent survey among the students she ran, 62% said that assessment had caused the biggest strain on their mental health. At the University of England, West England, it was agreed that this has been a revelation during the pandemic, because as soon as assessments and exams were cancelled in March 2020, the anxiety levels decreased significantly, and counselling services saw a decrease in demand. Since lockdown measures were first introduced, Childline has delivered nearly 43,000 counselling sessions about mental health and emotional well-being, with children reaching out for help with issues including loneliness and low self-esteem. The NSPCC, which runs Childline, has also revealed that the number of contacts about body image, gender and sexuality has increased since the first national lockdown in March. Childline volunteer counsellors have heard from many children who, after being cut off from many important support networks, showed that they were feeling isolated, anxious and insecure. Since lockdown measures were first introduced in March, the monthly average number of counselling sessions about eating and body image disorders increased by almost a third, which is 32%, on the pre-lockdown average. Similarly, numbers about sexuality and gender identity has increased by 16%. Childline is launching a new campaign called Nobody is Normal. It aims to help children understand that lacking confidence, not feeling good enough, or not fitting in is a shared experience. Veterans across Scotland will continue to have access to a range of welfare and psychological support with more funding for mental health services. The Scottish Government is providing veterans First Point Scotland with more than £658,000 to continue to deliver its services for 2021 to 2022. The NHS partnership with a range of third and public sector organisations has a network of 6 regional centres across Scotland and provides essential support to veterans through peer support delivered in person and online. Veterans First Point Scotland provides a veteran-led mental health and welfare support service. The partnership aims to maximise engagement with Scottish veterans and support recovery from mental health issues through to welfare and psychological support. A Catterick garrison soldier is taking a daily cycling challenge to raise money and awareness for a mental health charity. Staff Sergeant David Jarvis is attempting to cycle 60 kilometres every day through lockdown. Money raised will be split between the mental health charity Mind and the Royal Signals charity. The cyclist said he had chosen 60 kilometres as it represents what he believes the amount of hours a typical small business like a shop or a cafe would be open in a normal week. He said, "I can only imagine what it must be like for business owners having to close up permanently and cutting jobs. I don't know how I would cope in that situation or what the impact would be on my mental health, let alone my family." A North East talent show is holding its own virtual concert in aid of a children's mental health charity. Murray's Got Talent is putting on the internet show on November the 30th at 3 p.m, with performers like CBeebies Andy and the Odd Socks, Britain's Got Talent winner Jay McDowell, Mr. Boom, and magician Dean Spruce. Local musicians will also be part of the event, which is taking place in support of the children's mental health charity Lucy's Blue Day. Leah Roosevelt, the leader of Murray's Got Talent team, has said that she's been working with Lucy's Blue Day for some time as she recognises the importance of mental health, especially following some very difficult months for everyone. Murray's Got Talent has been delighted to put on performances for the last 4 years, but with the current restrictions have had to adapt to the normal format. It is estimated that around 94 men in the UK take their own lives each week, a disturbing figure. An East Newark runner is aiming to bring this number down. Jacob Portsmouth finished a 94-mile run around Fife last week, doing around 7 to 8 miles a day, all while wearing a 10-kilo weighted vest to represent the weight people with mental health issues feel on their shoulders. The Anstruther student only did 50 miles of the run, with friends and family doing the other 44 miles. And that is the message Jacob wanted to get across for November. You will always have support. Weston is planning to release a calendar for people to buy in time for Christmas and the New Year. Copies will be £10, with the profit being split 50-50 between Mental Health UK and the club. It will be promoted via social media and the club website. People can contact Ash Russell or Sam Waterman for further information and payment details. Ellie Young designed it with photography and said Weston Football Club has been a big part of her life since meeting her partner, and the lads at the club have become like family. And in final news this week, we have a Wrexham Glandier Uni graduate who has used her artistic talent that she rekindled during lockdown to help people with mental health problems. Clary-Ann Cooper is a graphic designer for from Whitchurch in Shropshire, rediscovered her love of painting to tackle her anxiety and isolation during the COVID-19 pandemic. 3 of her paintings fetched £221 for the mental health charity Mind, with her employers, the Cartridge people, rounding up the total to make a £1,000 donation. After receiving lots of positive social media feedback on her designs, Clary-Ann approached the Cartridge people with the idea of auctioning her paintings to raise awareness of how art can have a positive effect on mental health. Not only was I able to develop my water painting skills, she said, but I was also distracted and eased my mind as well, while creating something I was proud of. Just thinking now about the future week, impending for the M word. As usual, we have our clinic open between 8 and 6, Monday to Friday. We are aware of calls coming in and emails coming in pretty much 24/7. So don't be overly concerned if you have an email that you wish to send us. We will try and respond within a 24 or 48 hours at best to help you. We are also back on the air with Radio Ferndale, Community Radio Ferndale, tomorrow morning. That's Monday mornings at 7:30 till 8 with presenter Steve Medlin. We are also looking to finally make a statement to launching our first webinar, which we are looking to do in the very first week of December on a Thursday. So keep a lookout for that. And to tell you that whilst I'm currently in Cornwall, Monty has finally returned back to Anglesey after a 3-week holiday down in Cornwall. I'm hoping to take some video snapshots of him back in his favourite beaches, and obviously we will show and upload that when I get back up to Anglesey later on in this week. So that's it. That's our roundup of the news for the M Word on Sunday, the 22nd of November. My name is Lavinia, and good evening to you all.